Alright, so this is going to be a very quick video where I'm going to be showing you guys how to beat Shiva if you're under-leveled. As you can see on the side, we're level, 87, 88, 87, and level 90. And there's a lot of videos online where, where they're like saying, oh, to beat Shiva, you have to be like level 95, you gotta be level 99 in order to do it, which isn't true. It is a very hard battle if you're, below those level gauges. But the thing is that you can do it, just takes a long time and you gotta play perfectly pretty much. If you mess up once, you're screwed. And I'm not gonna be going through the whole video, the whole battle. I'm just gonna be showing you guys quickly like what the build I made in order to defeat her. So let me show you guys. First of all, let me tell you guys one thing though, which is that if you do this battle and you win, you get shit ton of experience. I think I went from level 87 to like level 94, but once you get that high up in the level, then what happens is that the rest of the game, which there's a couple more like final game bosses, they become like incredibly easy to do. So it kind of ruins those later battles. So I recommend just doing those battles first, and then just loading in an old save and then fighting her, and then getting the the secret ending. So let's go back into the game right now. So right here, as we can see, so I have obviously 4 characters. First, oh god, I didn't want to do that. All right, so we. Alright, we already messed up out here, so let me show you guys the skills we're working with. So with our Nahobino, or whatever he's called, we got Enduring Soul, just in case if we're about to die, we can use the Enduring Soul, which will bring us back. We got Kanabi's Veil, which we're gonna use like whenever you have pretty much a free turn, you can use that just so that you'll take less damage. Retaliate is just good to have, just in case if you can counter, then you can do some extra damage, but you don't really need it. Murakomo is just a almighty attack that you can use if you want, but we're not really going to be using it that much. I just have to have Null Dark. I have Reviled Chant just in case if one of my characters dies, I can revive them back. Null Physic is very important. This skill is going to be, because there's a lot of enemies that hit you for physical damage, so this will stop that. Now this is the important skill that you need, which is the Yabosime Shot. And what this allows you to do is that it pretty much gives you a free crit, so it gives you an extra turn to do. So that's pretty much the point of this character, just to give you a free turn, okay? The next character we have is Gabrielle, and she's going to be our main damage. So with Gabrielle, we're pretty much just going to be using the Mabufino +9 to do severe ice damage. So that's going to be our main damage attack. And if Shiva is the only character on the screen, then we're going to use Ice Age. But we also have Zambarino, which is a severe force attack to one foe, and we're going to use this whenever there's a serpent. Now, if you see a serpent come out, which he like spawns like pretty much every turn later on in the fight, you have to destroy him, because on the second turn that he's on the screen, he will heal Shiva, which is pretty much makes you want to like reset the whole thing, because it just destroys the whole fight. So those are the important skills to have with her. I also recommend you give her Null Physics, so that if you do take damage, then not take damage, so that if when they do a physical attack, you can just block that. Null Electric is also good to have because they do electric damage also, so it blocks that. And I also recommend just getting High Ice Florma and High Force Florma just so you do more damage. And High Restore is very important, so that when you do use the Mabafirino, which does a lot of damage, you get some mana back too, so you don't have to constantly give yourself mana. So that's very important. So she's pretty much like the most important character. So you pretty much want to have, you don't have to exactly have her, but you want to have like the same idea. Then we have Tao, and she's also very important because Shiva, whenever he's alone, he's gonna do his almighty attack, which brings your health all the way down here. So let me show you right here. First of all, let's just do Ice Age, just to get a crit going and do some damage. As you can see, she got 20 mana. And with her, you can do Deliberate so that you can just lower her stats. That's important to do. You can use Energy Drain to get some mana back, so you have to constantly heal. And the Severe Force, again, when that serpent fucker comes out, you can kill him. So I'm just going to Deliberate with her. And then we got Aliat, which again, you don't need to have this exact character, but you want a similar idea. You just want another healer, so I can heal with him, I can Debilorate with him, And also I gave him Zambarino also so that we can attack the Serpent Fuck when he comes on. And also what's important about him, he has a skill called Wars of Use. So when your Magasushi is full, if he's ever low on mana, you can always use the Wars of Use and get your mana back. So that's very important. It also allows you to use the Nahibino with the skill also, so that you can also use Wars of Use with him and you can heal him and get your mana back all the way. So I'm just going to use Debilorate again, as you can see. And then we're going to use Yabasume Shot. Just get a free kit, just get a little bit of more damage. So even if you have a character that's not physical build, you can still use it just for the crit alone. And then I can just use Ice Age again. Also, he has an ability called Shield of God, which makes it so that Shiva pretty much does no damage for a turn. And that's really important, because later on Shiva starts using an attack called that like pretty much pierces through everything and it makes his attacks a lot more dangerous. And that thing can just instantly kill your party. So you always want to have your Magasushi high pretty much. And whenever he uses the ability that makes so that he pierces and does more damage, you just use Shield of God. So you just use Ice Age right here, do some damage. So he's going to do his Almighty attack now and then summon. Whenever he's alone, that's what he does. So he's going to do Tadava, which makes your defense all the way low. And then he's going to do Call Allies, as you can see. So what we're going to do pretty much is Yabame shots. So we get a free crit and do a little bit of damage. With Gabriel, you can just do Mabofu Burion. I'm sure I'm pronouncing everything correctly. But you can do that, do some damage to everyone, and you also get a crit. Not a crit, just a weak. And then Tau is important because it allows you to use Light of Order, which heals us and also cancels all the debuffs and also gives us a buff. So it's really good. But if you don't have her, you can also use Dekunda, which also just gets rid of all the debuffs, which is what you want to do because you're at -2 defense right now. And I also have it on her, just in case if I run out of mana during this fight and I need to use it, you know. So I'm just going to use Light of Order. That's going to get rid of our -2 and also going to give us +1 on everything. So it's really important. And then with him, since he's already at -2, I don't need to Debilorate. So with him, I also gave him Slumber Vortex just in case if I have a free turn, I can just put them to sleep. I can heal, so he's pretty much like a free character here. Let's just do Slumber Vortex. I completely missed, but sometimes you can like put him to sleep. You can give him Mirage, so it's really useful. With him, I pretty much do Yobusume Shot, or maybe if I have, or I could also do Kanabeville, just to give myself defense. And with Gabriel, you just do Severe Ice. And you just pretty much rinse and repeat, and that's it. And then with her, I can just do Energy Drain, just to get some mana back. You always want to have enough mana that you can use the Light of Order and get rid of the debuffs, you know. So Sheet of Fire. And you always want to have a bunch of nulls in your parties. As you can see, I'm blocking a lot of the attacks they do. That way I can skip their turn and they don't get to attack as much, you know. And I just do Yobusume Shot. And this is pretty much what you do. It takes a long time. It took me 40 minutes to beat him because you just really slowly get rid of his health. You just want to make sure when the serpent does come out, you use Zambron and just kill him, because you don't want him to stay alive and then, you know, ruin the whole fight by like healing all the way. So anyways, guys, hopefully that was useful to you. You know, this fight took me a lot of tries in order to be able to do it. And also I recommend that if you have any items that are left over, like let me see if I can see it from here. I don't think I can, but you get a lot of like different like stat boost items in the game. Make sure you use those items so that during the fight, this is pretty much the strongest fight in the whole game. So just use up all your items. That's gonna, you know, increase your stats and everything. That's why if you look at my characters, you know, they all have like +9 on their like skills. That's how I did that. And also try to, you know, level them up, obviously. If you have any, I forgot what it's called, but thing that levels up your main character, do that. I think I had like 8 of them left over, so I went from like level 79 to 87. So make sure to do that. But anyways, guys, hopefully this was useful to you. This is how I beat it, and hopefully it works for you. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next year when I make another video. Goodbye.